Thank you. The story of my life is bringing microphones down 6 inches. Thank you so much for being here, somebody who feels that I've been screaming into the void for the past 2 years, for the past 20 years, for the past 44 years of my life. It is spaces like these that help me to continue to do my work. I first acknowledge the people of Palestine who have shown me what it means to live with grace. And I also have a special shout out again to Raad Rahman, Michiko Clark, and everyone who made this happen. Letter to a Gazan child. You come into my emergency room in the early morning hours. Your chubby cheeks blush with the night's cold, eyelashes heavy with tears, your tiny limbs frayed. You are motionless, blue. Thick brown hair matted with blood makes it hard for me to examine your scalp. My fingers feel for pulses. They are undetectable. My blue gloves hover over your floppy, open mouth. I insert the breathing tube just between your vocal cords. I run the code blue by the book. You seesaw between the world of living and that of angels. When your soul floated up beside me, was the devil there too, recounting my sins? Which board questions I had gotten wrong, the time I went to see a movie with friends instead of studying more? I was supposed to be able to tell your mother that yes, she would cheer at your graduation. She would dry your tears after your first heartbreak. She would dance at your wedding. I sever all her tomorrows. Of all her hunger pangs, she will thirst most for the exquisite smell of her daughter's hair. I ask her to engrave that fragrance in her brain and not that of scorched baby fat. Your mother probably wishes there was a smarter doctor on call that night. The time has passed for heroes. I must stop breaking your ribs with my chest compressions. It's the usual prep now. Wipe the splattered blood off your purple neck, wrap you tight in the sterility of hospital blankets. My fingers graze your forehead. I cover your disfigurements to craft your mother's last memory. Television shows end with children in an eternal sleep and doctors bursting out of ER doors triumphant. In real life, when bodies bear the cruelties of war, we stay. We do the postmortem cleanup. We cradle the parents when their legs buckle. Time of death, 0:48 a.m. Stop the clocks, silence the pagers, the bombs, shush the beeping machines, calm the whimpering babies rushed in on donkeys, stop the drones gnawing overhead, mute the ambulances, bring out the ebony veils, fetch the white lilies, and let the mourners come. Allow me to sit with your ascent in stillness just one moment before I rush to the next heartbreak. I have seen your face before. I saw it on medical evacuation flights under the lights of ORs in Iraq. I saw it in waters off the coast of Libya on a refugee rescue boat, where I was the one that had to keep 423 souls alive. Some faces I will never see. Maybe you couldn't survive walking under the shadows of drones that hover over cliffs of Afghanistan. Maybe you couldn't risk the immigration checkpoints along the Texas-Mexico border. Maybe you were rendered a buoyant corpse in the Mediterranean Sea, lapped up on the shore whilst tourists sip cocktails. I carry you everywhere I go. Maybe it is time to lay you to rest instead of reliving 0348 so many times over. I have a second reading. On my next reading, I just wanted to preface this with saying that after... Thank you. After I exited Gaza this particular time, I shared many gruesome, grisly details of my time when I briefed the United Nations, including the ambassador, senior White House officials, legislatures, media outlets, and I did it all in the hopes that it would lead to stopping the carnage. Then they all did nothing. This poem is entitled Deconflicted. I am a short, brown, difficult woman. If not sultry, then inconvenient. Respectfully, sir, you want to disrespect me, snort opium ragged off my sari stomach, then shush me, a confused relic, a dead empire's you. The colonizer is so clumsy. Daddy vaulted oceans on dinghies, even Karachi's mosquitoes murder. But your ashy white fingers panic fumble my bra with made in Pakistan tags. I snicker. Do I have to do everything? Your mortification is my climax. You flush imperial embarrassed? My family was macheted red by imperial markers on a map. Let's call it even. I can transform into Eros office girl, slutty spectacles, brimmed low. My dear senator, you were a better listener before my daughter sucked my cleavage dry. Children bleed out in a Gaza in ER. No, not even morphine. Blah, blah, blah. Legless babies, toddler brains on congealed skulls. Smile pretty in pink lip gloss. My kajal sharper than my switchblade. You prefer your conscience pummeled on a headboard. I have no poems about the moon in me. Frankly, neither should you. The bohemian girl on open mic night does. Messy top bun, kufiya, but make it fashion. She wants you to worship fuck her, desecrate her, undignify her, repeat. A fantasy caricature. She smirk flirts with the audience, commodifies herself. Artist forgot to say genocide until red carpet. Let's talk book deals over baby corpses. You can voice over all your wars in twangy Americana, but bones remain bones. If I whisper erotic of burnt baby fingers searching for their mamas, will you pencil my jawline into prime time? Embargo is not a sexy word. I am no one's manic pixie dream girl, but I can pull off audacity. Will smother inner bitch for empathy. Distinguished expert on blood-soaked orphans. You asphyxiate my teasing statistics on famine. Do I stutter? After Rafah, I was so thin I could shove a Kalashnikov in my boot. Blasé journalists, feckless ambassadors, I fantasize my stilettos, splice their spleens, use their marrow for lipstick. I practiced carving cadavers just for that moment. My stethoscope, your noose. Chinwag sanctions over cocktails. Collateral children or child soldiers? Do we really know if hospital's hospital? Morgues flood crimson. I saccharine my tone, tenderize it palatable. Breathe ghosts on your collarbone. Can you hear me now? Mothers still sob. I splay my nape, jugular exposed, cloaked in indignities. You in the conflict, chic scarf. Does my performance sway you? Thank you.